You may have heard about the BRICS' idea to replace the US dollar. The US dollar does create problems for many countries, but all because the BRICS want to ditch the dollar, it doesn't hide the fact that the BRICS' solution will fail to achieve its goals. So let me tell you why the BRICS can't stop the US dollar. So why ditch the dollar? In short, because the dollar is too influential, and that creates problems for other countries. A significant proportion of national currency reserves are held in dollars. Most cross-border trade is also in dollars, and a lot of countries hold debt in dollars. So, when the US economy is running hot and the Fed decides to increase the interest rate, it's not just Chuck in Denver, Colorado who feels the impact. We all do. So, what's the BRICS' solution? The BRICS have announced their intention to create a new currency based on a basket of their own currencies. That's the plan, and that's about as detailed as it gets for now. There is no specific plan of how this will be completed. The treaty is required, policy changes that need to be pushed through, and the handing over of monetary policy from each nation to a third institution. These changes don't happen overnight and are not easy. Obstacles will get in the way, and it will test how committed the BRICS nations really are to this cause, or whether it is too much hassle than just dealing with the US dollar. But despite this vague announcement, there are some solid reasons that suggest that the BRICS is incapable of challenging the dollar anyway. People need to realize that the BRICS are not equal, and that's okay. Neither is the EU, NATO, G7, ASEAN, or GCC, and so on. But it does have implications. Yes, it is true that each nation has an equal share of the new development bank, but economically and politically, the BRICS consist of a superpower in China, a potentially upcoming superpower in India, a struggling regional power in Russia, and two commodity exporters that have been stuck in the middle income trap in Brazil and South Africa. What does this mean? Well, this means that because China is home to about 73% of the BRICS' GDP, any currency based off a basket of BRICS' currencies will effectively be an extension of the Chinese renminbi. Monetary policy will therefore gravitate around the Chinese economy. And this isn't to say that China is a big bad guy in this story, it's just how logical decisions will be made. If the Chinese economy needs interest rates to drop, but India, Russia, South Africa, and Brazil need them to increase, well, it would be better to adjust the policy for 73% of the BRICS' economy than just 27%. Don't think this would be the case? Well, just look at how hard it has been in the euro area to get countries that are much more economically, politically, and culturally aligned to use a currency that is heavily influenced by the German economy, which comprises 30% of the euro area's economy. So, what effectively would be happening is countries like Brazil, South Africa, India, and Russia would be exchanging dependence on US monetary policy to even more dependence to the Chinese monetary policy by linking themselves directly. Russia might be willing to concede its monetary policy in exchange for geopolitical favors from Beijing, but I'm sure the rest would like to keep their own monetary policy freedom. Anyway, there is one final nail in the coffin of the BRICS' currency dream though. But make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. For all of the flaws of the US financial system, it is ultimately a freer and more open place for people to move money in and out of. In contrast, in China, which, as we've already established, would call the shots with any BRICS currency, restricts the value of its renminbi. It's not a freely traded currency. So let me turn a question to you. If an economic crisis took place, would you, as an investor, move your money to the more freely traded US dollar or the restrictedly traded Chinese currency? Well, in the last 18 months, we have had a crisis and more money headed west than east. Perhaps an example of just how investors really think. Hey everyone, show some love by liking this video and subscribing and commenting the red flag emoji to let me know you've watched right the way through to the end. Got any questions for me? Just throw them in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.